And for more on the rollout of vaccines across the Northern Territory, we're joined by Bhavini Patel from the Department of Health. Bhavini, for most of our viewers, we've seen today the rollout of the initial stages for most of our viewers. So when can they expect to get the vaccine and how will they know it's their turn?
Yeah, so for people in the general community in the Northern Territory, your turn won't really start until the middle of the year, and we're hoping to have most Territorians receiving the vaccine by the end of the year.
And is that going to be a national approach that you're taking?
Yeah, that's right. So the federal government are setting the priority groups based on expert advice around exposure risk. And around the country, the different populations that are in the priority groups will move in line with their phases. So the general population around Australia will be starting at the same time.
So I imagine we'll see those hubs that are in Darwin and Alice Springs roll out, grow to include pharmacies, GPs, but how will that roll out in remote communities and regional areas?
Yeah, so most people will be getting their vaccine through their general practice, through their local pharmacy, or where they normally get their healthcare services. So that might be an Aboriginal medical service if you live in remote communities. And also in regional areas we have GPs and pharmacies as well. So we're working very closely with the federal government, who are responsible for those hubs to be established, and there's been a good response to the expressions of interest nationally to set up those community hubs, and we'll be working with the Commonwealth to make sure we've got good coverage of those hubs right across the NT.
And what's your message to Territorians who have concerns about the safety of the vaccine?
You know, I think it's very reasonable for people to be wanting to ask questions about this vaccine. Like with any healthcare intervention, it's really important that people can make an informed choice. And so I'd suggest that people talk with a trusted healthcare professional, whether it's their local GP or their local pharmacist, and also get advice from trusted sources like the Australian government COVID vaccine website. There's some really nice summary fact sheets that talk about the vaccine, talk about what you can expect when you have the vaccine, and also some of that information's been translated in a range of languages. We're also working in the NT with our community partners. So we've had good discussions with the Multicultural Council of the Northern Territory, and also with our aged care and disability health partners.
Bhavini Patel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.